Yeah, I was feeling myself for the rest of the day. Hi everybody, and welcome back to ChicKnitChronicles. My name is Tiffany. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, this is where I talk about things I've been knitting, what's been going on with me, maybe outfit inspiration about why I'm knitting something, that kind of thing, and just kind of showing you the comings and goings on of my knitting. We're going to do a traditional podcast today. I have a couple of whips to show you and an FO. Yay. So if you'd like, please subscribe, ring the bell. That just helps my channel grow and gets to reach more people so they can join the crew and we can hang out and talk about our knitting because that's how we roll. But first, my FO is the Stockholm Slipover V-neck by Petite Knit. This is knit out of Farmer's Daughter's Fiber, Juicy DK, and the colorway Flight of the Crane. And if you are not new here, you know that we went on a whole journey to see if I'm a vest person. I'll put in some pictures of me wearing it. And according to my mother, I am, and I must knit more of them immediately. She's like, so I'm actually, you can see that color right there. My plan is to knit another one in that color, but also I have a plan. I found an outfit I saw on the gram that I have to replicate, and it was a gray cable knit button-up vest with white jeans. Editing Tiffany, do your thing. And I think I'm gonna do the Lauder vest. And instead, and then I think it's the one thing she didn't write in the pattern, but I feel like it's figure outable, is to do the vest as a sweater. So like I'm gonna have it open down the front and buttoned. But yeah, so that's the plan there. But yes, apparently I'm a vest person. I do like it. It has worn really well. It was really nice before blocking. It was a little bit more snug, but I do like the way it's relaxed a little bit. Feels kind of chic. I got spontaneous compliments when I've like worn it out. I was at Target, and cute young girl was like, "Oh my gosh, you look so cute," and I was like, "Thank you." Like, I mean, I didn't tell her I made it, but like knowing in my head, like, I made this. Yeah, I was feeling myself for the rest of the day. But anyway, the things I've been working on. So remember, I had a plan that I was going to wear a particular skirt with a particular top to go to an event I have to go to next month. That may have changed. Maybe. Okay, yeah, so it definitely changed. Okay, but I have reasons. But I have a different reason to wear that top. So, first, we'll talk about my whips, and I will explain the things. Okay, so my first whip that I will tell you about that I have here is my Cumulus blouse by Petite Knit. And I've actually made really, really good progress on it since you all saw it last. And my plan for this is I have to go to an event with Hubs, like a change of command ceremony. And I've been agonizing. It's the first time I've ever had to do this. So I've been like agonizing over it. It's like, I've definitely made it more of a thing than it has to be. But I've decided what has to happen is that I need a knit top to wear. So yeah, the last time you guys saw it, I kept the stitch marker just for y'all. This is the last time y'all saw this. It was here. I hadn't even joined in the round yet. And now I'm most of the way down through the body. I probably have about another 4 inches maybe on the body before I do. It has a I-cord on the bottom is how this one is set up. And then there's also an I-cord, that an applied I-cord that you do around the collar. And then the sleeves, I probably am going to do as written in the pattern to come about like this t-shirt about here. Because I want a good mid-arm. And the plan is I have some pink pants because apparently I'm in my monochrome era. So yeah, so that's the plan here. Pink shirt, pink pants. I'm just going to be a whole big walking hot pink somebody, and I'm actually really excited about it. Because originally the plan was to wear this with a long pleated skirt, which did come in, by the way. I'm going to show you. So this is the skirt. It's super cute. It has a slit. And the skirt might still happen. I make no promises. I have been known to make a last minute decision and change everything. It has happened 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks about this event with Hubs and then also the event in New York next in a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's a lot. I'd be doing the most. But yes, so that's the plan for that. So that's how that's going. Oh, I did my usual, after I divided for sleeves, I did do my usual bust start. So I knit an inch down after the sleeve divide, and then I did my short rows, which you may or may not be able to see here. They're right there. And that gives me a little more room in the bust for the girls. And this pink is gorgeous, and I do think it's going to relax really nicely once it's blocked. So very excited. So that is my first whip, and then my next whip is something y'all haven't seen that also randomly happened, but was also on my spring knitting plans list. So it's okay that it just randomly happened, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. So I've decided that I needed a new ranunculus to maybe wear to the event in New York in June. So that's what happens. So this is my ranunculus. And I am knitting it out of Malabrigo Susurro in the natural colorway. I find I like this one because it can, linen doesn't take dye the same way. So like, I kind of like that it camouflages and it doesn't have that heathered look to it. But I will say, I'm pretty sure this is my most perfect ranunculus ever, because the lace didn't fight me, because usually lace fights me because that is who I am. And I actually did the instructions that she uses to divide for sleeves and to add the stitches under the arm, because most patterns will tell you to like use backward loop cast on, or whatever cast on you prefer. And so a lot of times I'll just do that without actually reading the pattern. And this time I actually read the pattern, and I was like, I'm going to do what the pattern says. I've never had a more stable cast on for stitches under the arm. For one, like she does like this little securing of the stitches thing, but then she does a cable cast on for the stitches underneath the arm. It's so stable. I didn't have to fight the next time I went around. I wasn't worried about losing stitches. It's amazing, and my mind is blown, and that's probably how I will do underarm cast-ons from here on out. It's amazing. Anyway, so this is the plan here. The only mods I've done so far is I only did the back short rows. I did not do the front short rows. And then I think I did like one extra increase around the arms, because I am using a US 9 and the pattern is written for US 10. Yeah, and I'm using sport weight. So I'm using US 9 sport weight to make the ranunculus. And the plan is to wear this with I saw a girl with similar pants. I'm easily influenced by the Instagram. I need to just get off the Instagram. But she had these gaucho culotte dress pant cut off at the knee situation. I'll post the video so you can see where I was going. And I still want to do it in all black like she did because I think it looks wonderful. But also I was like, that would be really nice to do these pants with my top because again, the attire is business casual. And I can use those pants with my top and I can just look really cute and chic and very New York, darling. So that's the plan here. You guys will probably see this before I go to New York, so I'll have to show you. Maybe I'll do my best to take pictures. That would be ideal. So that's the plan there for my Ranunculus, which I started, I think, last week. I had to, when I started it, stitches are doing a weird thing. Yeah, I started this last week, but Ranunculus, they knit up so quick because, you know, the gauge is so big. But yeah, I was just really proud I got through the lace and it's not a hot mess because the last couple times I've knit this, the lace was a hot mess and I had to redo it like 4 times. So this is really nice. And I think once it relaxes with blocking, it's going to be fabulous and just right. So after that, so everything else I've been working on has been put down because I'm intentionally trying to finish my Cumulus Tee and my Ranunculus, both of which should be finished in time. Though I really do need to get hopping on my Cumulus Tee and get that finished because I think the event is next week. So it's fine. It's fine. It will be just fine. So the other thing that I'm not at this very moment working on, but has made progress since you've last seen it, is the, what is this? What is this called? Zipper Sweater Light. My Zipper Sweater Light. I'm still knitting flat, but I have made pretty decent progress. I was here when you saw it last. And let me move the marker so I don't forget. And I've been actually rocking and rolling on this one pretty good until I randomly decided, you know, my Ranunculus and Cumulus Tee thing had to happen immediately. So I put this down for the moment, but I probably will pick it up to take it actually with me to New York. I will probably knit on it while I'm traveling. It will probably be one of my traveling projects. But it's coming along really, really well. It looks great. I'm still very, very excited to wear it. Just like the way, like if you're going to do a variegated color, like this is how you do it. Like it's still, from a distance, it's still a red sweater, but up close, the dimensionality, the tonal quality of these colors, perfection. I'm very, very excited for this. I probably need to start rotating yarns, but I hate rotating yarns when I'm knitting flat. I just find it annoying. So we'll see how much further I need to get before I'm joining in the round, and then I will definitely, but I think I have a little ways to go before I'm joining in the round. So we'll see, but that's the plan there. So that is my Zipper Sweater Light. I'm moving through these a lot faster than I thought I would. I don't have that much rambling, I guess, to do. And then, okay, so this one is a little bit chaotic because because I was doing too many things at once. So this is my Tolsta Tee by Rebecca Clove. And I was here when you saw it last. So again, I've made good progress, plus a sleeve. And the sleeve, okay, so what happened was I kept looking at it and I was like, is this the right size? Like, what planet was I on? And then I kept staring at the collar, especially the collar as compared to the cuff. And why does the collar look so dinky compared to the cuff? I don't know, but that's a problem for later me to figure out. So I did one sleeve just because I wanted to make sure that I was getting where I thought I was going, because I was starting to doubt the collar. And I think someone mentioned on the last video that they were like, oh, I think I would have gone a little bit lighter with the collar. And I had that hesitation, but also it was like in my mind, like this was just, it was really like I had to see it. I had to know that it wasn't going to work before I could let it go, if that makes any sense. So I was like, well, let me do a sleeve. And what I realized is if I had started the sweater here with the yarn that I picked up and did the sleeve with, I think it would have been a little bit easier to see where I was going, because this skein is darker, or at least this end of the skein is darker, because this is the outside of the skein and this is the inside of the skein. Yeah. So, and then I picked it up and I was like, oh my God, can you notice? Can you tell that it's like where it starts and stops? And I stared at it and stared at it, and I showed it to my mom and she was like, relax, it's fine. So then I went to cast on, well, to start the other sleeve, and chaotically did not finish the other sleeve, but I did get it started. I'm not losing stitches. But now I'm all manic about the collar. I'm like, why is the collar look dinky? And I realized what I think I did was, I think I used a smaller needle for the collar, and I accidentally picked up the wrong needle to do the cuff on the sleeve. Time will tell whether or not one or both of them needs to be changed. But for now, I'm going to go with it's fine. But yeah, I was really leaning into the sporty look. I'm really into this collar right now. I want to put this collar on everything. But yeah, so my toes. Oh, and the yarn is KenYarn, and the colorway is Queen Bee. It's in the fingering base, but he's no longer dying anymore. But yeah, the colorway is called Queen Bee, and then the collar is Malabrigo, and then for the black, and then the pink is Old Rusted Chair, and the colorway is called Trollop. Yeah. Oh, let me move my stitch marker. I'm trying to be good about moving my stitch markers. I didn't move it on the on my Cumulus Tee, because it's going to be done the next time you see it. And yeah, so there was no point in moving it that time. I'm having such a hard time with my stitch marker. Okay, so we got that there. So yeah, this is my Tolsta Tee by Rebecca Clove. I'm actually very excited, and I might end up wearing this with a long skirt, because apparently that's who I am now. And then I think the other top I have is my Traveler Tee. Actually, I don't think I've made any progress. I don't think I've made much progress since the last time you saw this. And I also don't think I have. Yeah, I didn't even put a stitch marker on this one. But I can still show you. This is the Traveler's Tee by Minima Knit. I think this is, I don't think I picked this up since the last time you've seen it. But I still love it. It's still really nice. It's still going well. It took a backseat to the random things I just decided I had to knit. So it will get picked up again shortly. Because there's not that much more to it. It's just, more down the body. It's being knit out of the Plucky Knitter Traveler Sport, and the colorway is called On the Rocks. So yeah. So that's my traveler sweater. And then that's enough whips, right? I feel like I don't need any more whips. I feel like that was enough whips. I have one acquisition. Um, it was a pre-order that finally came in, and I'm very excited. But I haven't opened it yet, so we'll open it together. And I promise to mute all the crackling starting. Okay, so I got two sweater quantities, one in fingering and one in DK, both from Explorer Knits. And it was from her tonals collection, and I'm so incredibly excited. You have no idea. Okay, so this is Explorer Knits on Denali sock, and the color is called Peppercini. Do you see this? Oh, it's so yummy and so neon. I love it so much. Amazing. So I got a sweater quantity of this. I got 3 of these. Not sure what I'm going to make just yet, but something amazing and beautiful is what I'm going to be making with it because, kidding? And then the other one I got is her DK base, her cashmere DK, and the colorway is called Velvet. And y'all, this uh, and this one I actually do know what it's going to be. I signed up. I'm doing a test knit for Burton Rose. I'm drawing a blank on what the name of the sweater is going to be. We're still waiting to receive the pattern. I think we're supposed to be getting it this week. But it's going to be out of this, and it's a lovely raglan, more lace, but it's like, what do you call it, like the clover lace, the same one that's in the ranunculus, like the little 4 dots. And then there's a different detail around the neck. And I just thought it was really pretty and dainty and feminine. So I'm really excited to do that one. So that's going to be this. So I'm very excited. And I don't know that I knew what I was going to make with it when I got it, or if I just really wanted a sweater quantity in DK. Neither here nor there, because that's what it's going to be. This. So I'm very excited about that. I guess that's it. I guess that's enough. Really, I guess it's enough. Um, do I have any more rambling to tell you about? I usually have some rambling at the end to talk to you about. So my daughter gets car sick, and it's awful. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. It makes going places, especially up here, and we've decided that it's the elevation up here plus the windy, wavy, swirly roads, because she never had an issue with it until we were driving up here the first time. And she doesn't have issues with it when we're other places like Florida and Georgia and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that it's something about the hilly windiness of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, all of that, like the mountainous regions. But we've been practicing, I don't know. But I'll take her to run errands with me when I'm going somewhere not too far to maybe help reacclimate her to the car, because she really got to the point where we did take her many places. And her whole world was the inside of this house. And I'm just like, she needs to see more, experience more, get used to seeing other people than us. So I've been taking her places with me, just running to Target and the grocery store, just because I was so afraid she was going to get sick or be miserable. And as long as I'm careful and I don't drive too fast and I don't take corners too quickly, she's okay. So we've been doing that a lot more, and I've really enjoyed it, because there's a lot of times where it's like, I wish I could take her, but like, I don't want her to get sick. And then she's in the back seat, but she's finally big enough to be turned around, which is great, which I think helps a little bit. So we've been having fun doing that. I haven't been baking, though I am going to make a weird modified version of cinnamon rolls this evening. Um, I'll try to remember to record some of that and put it in. So I'm excited to make some cinnamon rolls because I've been craving something sweet. And why am I baking them? I am who I am, and it's fine. So I'm baking cinnamon rolls from scratch. So that's my plan this evening. I'm gonna do that. Hang out with the fam. It's been a good last couple of weeks, and I find it a little bit harder to like intentionally carve time away from them in order to do this. Um, so I've been trying to get creative and finding different ways in order to make time for this because I still enjoy doing this. But I think that's why it's kind of stretched out between episodes. It takes time to record and then it takes time to edit and then it takes time to like get the whole thing ready so I can upload. But I'm trying to like give myself a schedule where all of that makes sense and it's feasible. So bear with me on that. But I'm thinking once every 2 weeks is just a little bit more reasonable. And then if I have, a little extra video, just like sprinkle on the in between, then I think I'm going to start trying to do that too. Just because I just needed to be more reasonable with myself for what I could do. Because trying to do one a week, I'm just not in the space where I can do one a week right now. I'm just not. Too much going on. We're still pending finding out where we're going to move and when we're going to move. And, just family time. It's just nice to kind of move a little bit slow and enjoy each other. So, plus the weather's nice. And your girl want to be outside, okay? And then my friend sent me this video about sunshine guilt, and it's like you feel bad for being a hermit when the weather's nice, which is true, because I do feel bad about staying inside when the weather's nice. Because in the wintertime, I don't care. I want to be inside being cozy with something warm and snuggly. So, life, right? But anyway, I guess I have rambled long enough. If there is cinnamon roll footage, I will insert it now. But if not, thank you for hanging out with me. What have you been working on while you've been watching? Any new projects? Are there any new patterns that I need to go pay attention to? Do you have suggestions for this beauty? I have a whole sweater's worth, a whole top worth. Like I can do long sleeves if I need to. I don't have to, but I could. Like I need suggestions. Please, 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 please. If you know what I should do with this yarn, please tell me. Specifically pullovers, because I'm not an accessory gal, but pullover, top, something with, I have 3 of these, so preferably something that has some sort of sleeve. Maybe I should have just gotten 2 and done a tank. I don't know. But yeah. If you know of something, please, please let me know. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the fun things, share with a friend so they can come hang out with us and we can chat. Oh, really, really random. It doesn't matter. Y'all don't care about it. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.